1974, the birth of the Volkswagen Golf, and that started a hot hatch craze, and one part of it was, of course, the Fiat Type 146, the Fiat Uno. And you know, it's a rare car today, and I'm very happy to show you this Fiat Uno today. Let's take a quick walk around the car. And what are you noticing here? It's not any three-door Fiat Uno. It is the Turbo IE. It's a proper turbo hot hatch. So let's talk a second about the Fiat Uno. The Fiat Uno was born in 1983 to replace the Fiat 127. So I think it wasn't a direct competitor to the Golf, because I think the Uno is slightly smaller, but talking about hot hatches, it definitely was. By the way, not only a Uno Turbo, it's also a turbo with anti-skid. And anti-skid in Fiat world was nothing else than anti-lock brakes. So the production history of the Fiat Uno is really quite interesting, because it was one of the first real world cars for Fiat. The successor to the Fiat Uno was, of course, the Fiat Punto, and I think it replaced the Uno in, 1993, I guess. I'm not sure about this, but it was built until 2014, I think. I'm sure it was built in Brazil. Yet it was a different looking Fiat Uno, but you could still recognize the basic shape of it. It was built in many places in Poland for many years. In Jugo at the Zestafer plant, and well, as said, it was a proper Fiat world car, and as said, replacing the 127. It came in many different body styles, of course. As a hatchback, this is the three-door hatchback. It came as a five-door hatchback. I think the Turbo only as a three-door. Well, you're welcome to kill me in the comment section about that. And it was also available as a four-door sedan and a five-door station wagon. I think the sedan or saloon, as you will, was the the Fiat Duna, and the station wagon was the Elba. Both the saloon and the estate were not sold in Europe. I think the saloon and the estate were built under the Innocenti brand in Italy and were sold there. I know in Denmark someone imported the Elba and the Duna, and I think most of the production of these cars were in Brazil. But I'm not a complete Fiat expert, so you're very welcome to, well, leave a comment in the comment section. Okay, let's have a look inside. By the way, I think this was one of the first cars with some sort of obscure door handles. And if you're just, if you're just coming from the nail saloon and got some posh new nails, be carefully. Well, at least for me, it opens without any hassle, and I think, well, we're up for a little room tour, are we? So this is a proper Fiat 1980s door sound, and well, this is how it looks. So because it's the Turbo, we have posh, colorful seats, gray and red, and there we have a Turbo IE, and well, there it is again, because you almost forgot where you are. It is very roomy. It feels very roomy. You have lots of space for almost everything. By the way, it has red carpets, and because It's a proper sports hatchback. We even have red seat belts, just like in your lovely MG Turbo. So what is interesting, of course, the gauge cluster with turbo gauge, because, well, turbo. Leather steering wheel, 4-spoke, and then we have, you know, a stack for the indicators and the horn push, and everything else is operated by these clusters here at the side of the gauge cluster. And it really looks interesting. So this is the light switch. So this is where you put the lights on, and this is, I think, high beam and low beam. High beam and low beam lights off. Then we have the hazards not marked in red. This is for the fogs. Then we have heated rear windows. This is for the window wiper. I think this is for the rear window wiper, and these are maybe the, I don't know. I am not sure at the moment. Then we have pretty basic cigarette lighter and the heater, and that's it. Lots of storage. Lots of storage. Then we have this beautiful padded section of the dashboard here, but everything else is in good old plastic. We have a, well, one-arm wiper. That's pretty much all, and it is all you need. I will have it for drive in a minute. What I also like is the black headliner this head, and it's all, well, it's in a very good condition. This car, by the way, is for sale. Let me show you another detail. I had a Ritmo some months ago. It was a Ritmo convertible, and what I noticed there, that all these lights, you can't see them when the sun is shining. That seems to be a Fiat special of the years. The engine came out of the Fiat Ritmo, and it's really quite interesting because it started as the engine size was 1299, and then it was the 1301, and that all had to do with some regulations in Italy. Now for a quick look at the engine of the Fiat Uno Turbo. So it has a very good power to weight ratio. So an Uno weighs around 845 kilograms, and we're dealing with 105 PS and a turbo. So it was a quick car. I think it was faster than the Peugeot 205 GTI. I think it was even faster than a Golf GTI. I'm not sure about that, but I think it was. 0 to 100 in around 8 seconds, and that was pretty quick back in the day. I think the only hot hatch quicker than the Uno was the Renault 5 GT, but I can be wrong about that, because you know this is not the stuff I'm into. Some more things to show. Interestingly, the rear hatch of the Fiat Uno Turbo is made of glass fiber, so it saves some weight. Then, of course, we have a body kit. But what else? I absolutely love the Uno Turbo IE decals around the car. That looks pretty much 1980s. Love that. Then we have, I think these wheels are called Cromodora. Not sure, but I think these are the Cromodora alloys. So, yeah, well, some of the cars had, of course, a sunroof. This, rather unfortunately, hasn't. We have, well, pop-up side windows to get some fresh air in the car. Okay, let's have a quick drive. Well, it's a turbo, it is a quick drive. Let's have a quick drive in the Fiat Uno Turbo. Let's start this thing up, and there we go. So first of all, let's start with the boring stuff. Sitting position, the feel of the room, it is all excellent. The quality, it is very much Italian from the 1980s. So you can hear a rattle here and there, you know, but that is okay because it's an old car. I'm now in 5th gear and it drives well behaved. But the nice thing about the Fiat Uno Turbo, when you give it a push, it is awesome when you can feel how the turbo kicks in. So I'm going now into 4th, and now I'm giving it a push, and now the turbo kicks in and gives the car a good push. And it corners well. So we're now on a more curvy road, and it is huge fun because it has all the power you need to get around the corners. Now we have the turbo back in the game, and now it's a car that actually puts a smile on my face. And if you follow my channel, you know I'm more like the 60-year-old when it's about driving. Oh yes. Now some more facts about the car. So the Uno was actually designed by Giugiaro, so the man of the hot hatches, of the hatchbacks, if you will. Production began in '83. In 1984, the Fiat Uno was Car of the Year, and the Uno Turbo IE, so the top of the line Fiat Uno, came in 1985. There was a major facelift in 1989, and I think the Mark I, if you will, so the pre-facelift model looks best. So this would be the Fiat Uno that I would choose for a car. Not necessarily the turbo, but you know, now again, riding some curves, it is awesome. There's the turbo again, absolutely lovely. Now this was my quick look at the Fiat Uno Turbo. What a fantastic looking and driving little car. As said, it is for sale. You find the contact right here down below. Well, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. Hope you liked the video, and well, see you soon with another exciting car.